This is the continuation of the last session where we have left. So, till here, as we have seen, it's WebDriver and launching the driver. We have given the driver variable as well as and in the and symbol, we have given the URL like driver.get. In that double quotes https colon double slash www.facebook.com. Till here we have already seen in our last class. So let me just quickly run this and get the attribute value of the email ID and the password. So we have to get the path of the parameter user ID or Gmail ID or password. So it says getting open, it will take time. Yes. So the driver is open and the driver we can see here facebook.com. So the window got opened and yes, as we have given the driver dot get. So till here we have got this browser, and now we in the email id field, in the email id attribute type, so this is the attribute type, and whatever we are passing the values in this box, that is the attribute value. So we can call it as a parameters as well. So let me just enable the inspector. After enabling the inspector, you can see here email id and password, whether it is getting the highlighted in the right side code. So what you have to do, you have to just simple uh, single click on this email id or phone number attribute type in that box. Yeah, a single click. Now you, it is a id type, so you have to be copy this id is equal to, in the double quotes email is mentioned, so you have to be take this one id. Id is equal to, in the double quote field, email. So you have to copy this one and come to the Eclipse, and now you here you have to be mentioned. So it is for any XPath values, we have to be take the driver dot find element. Means we are commanding the driver to find that web element, to find that element in the uh, website, right? So that's why we have to be take the, our attribute type. So driver dot find element, driver dot find element by dot control space. So here you can see by dot id. So you have to be taking this as a by dot id. In the double quotes, you have to be pasted email. Okay, so now you're passing the value, so that's why you have to be mentioned dot send keys. You can see so many suggestions in the below. So send keys. In the send keys, whatever the value you wanted to pass, you have to be again put it in the double quotes. So in the double quotes, open vanita@gmail.com. I'll give like this. Vanita@gmail.com and double quotes, and here you cannot see here any red color indication, means this is absolutely fine. Okay, so here you have to be, after giving this id, you have to be cross check control s and click on the run as option, run configurations. In the run configuration, you can see this type of pop-up and click on the run, so it will redirect. Now validate the Facebook login page is working or not. So yes, the first time we have seen the window, it is just open the pass, the web driver here in this window. Here it just pop up the page, and we have done the inspect. Now we will close it, and we can see that email id whatever I given in the Eclipse, it appeared. So the element is whatever the inspect code we have given. So based on that inspect code, it appeared the our attribute value in the attribute type. So attribute value is appeared in the box vanita@gmail.com. So you have to be maximize this one and go to the password field. So in for that purpose, click on inspect, enable the inspector, and put your cursor on the password field, which is nothing but the attribute type. So here single click on this, and here you can see password. So first field whatever it is comes into the first, so you have to be copy this one. So name is equal to, in the double quotes, pass. So copy this one and come to the Eclipse, and here in the password field. So this is the void enter password in the password field. How you got this one? Whatever it is there in the login feature, see here, enter the password in the password field. So the same thing we have mentioned, enter password in the password field, and here public void. So as this is a function type, so that's why it should not be appeared space in this. By default it will come as we have seen in the last session. So underscore symbol is there, so there would be a no gap. So you have to be remember this one. And here also you have to find that element, again you have to be use the variable type driver dot find element by dot. So as we have seen in our in while doing the inspect, we have seen that is a name id. We have copied the tag name is name. So that's why we have to be take the by dot name by dot na. So here automatically the suggestions will appear, so you have to select that one, and in the double quote you have to paste that, and after pasting double quote to close. So again you are passing the value, so you have to be give the send keys. Just type this send keys, here it appears, and in the send keys whatever the password you want to give, you can give. So I will give Vanita 123. Okay, so double quotes close. Now, so for this, so after entering my email id and password, so let just see how does it look like. And my email id and password, it got run or not. So run configuration, and click on this run. So it is validating the browser. It is redirected now. Yes, email id is appeared and password also appeared. So you, whatever the password you have given, so it will be come up like a star or dot symbol. So nobody can see our password. It is highly protected, right? So that's why. Now, so previous window you can close it. And now, what is the next field? So email id and the phone number field is done, and password field also done. So we have passed our attribute values in the attribute type. Now what is left? Login button. So this is a button type, login. So what you have to do for this login button, otherwise if you want to give the 2 seconds, so let's just see this one first. Try to click on the inspect. Now we are finding the element for the login button. So here, this is the log. Just single click on this, and you need to be find the button option. Okay, so here class is equal to, so whatever it comes first, so we are considering that one. So here what is the button value? Class, no, so just copy this one, whatever it comes first. Okay, so class type, so you have copied already. Now what you have to do, because it looks too big, and let me control F and paste. So it is showing only one match. Right, it is showing only one match, but it looks big. So I just want to find the exact path. So for this exact path, what you have to do, you have to be give the input type. So this is nothing but the input type, and what is this field? Button, right? So input button type. So it is nothing but the button value. So you have to be consider here button, button. See, button, and bracket open at the rate at. So here what is this type? Attribute type and attribute value. So red color is the attribute type and blue color is the attribute value. So what is the attribute type here? Button input, yes, double slash input type, and bracket open at the rate. So you have to be take the attribute type. So what is the attribute type? Red color. Class is equal to, so attribute value, you always remember, we have to be remember the attribute value in the single quote. So we have to be mention every time our attribute value in the single quote. So here it ends single quote end and bracket close. Yes, so it is redirecting in the exact location. Yellow color it is highlighting, and in the left side you can see the login button is getting highlighted. So that's why now we got the exact value. So copy this one and come to the Eclipse. Now here, so this is our, click on the login button here, click on the login button. So here also you need to be considered the driver dot find attribute type, driver dot find element. Okay, by dot. So this is the X path, right? So that's why we have to be take the, consider the X path in the double quotes. You have to be paste it and double quotes and here. So for passing the any values, we have used the send keys. Now send keys function. Now we don't, we are not passing any values. We are clicking, enabling or clicking. On that time, what we have to use, dot click. So dot click here, dot click. So dot click. You can select this suggestion and end with the semicolon. So dot click. Now as it's automatically coming, so after giving the email id you want to wait for 2 seconds or 3 seconds, we can also do that. So here you have to be give the threads exception, right? Thread dot sleep. See here, automatically you will get the suggestion. So you have 2 seconds or 3 seconds, you just give. So here I want to give it 2 seconds and I have given the thread dot sleep. It will wait for, after entering my email id it will wait for 2 seconds. Now after giving the password, again I will mention the email id I have given, it will wait for 2 seconds. And after password, at the time of password, again I will give the thread dot sleep, it will wait for 2 seconds and appear the password attribute value. So here also I'll give 2 seconds. See, it is showing in the red color error. So for this type, you have to be put the cursor like this and add the truth declaration. So whatever the exception is there, it will take care of. Now in the button also, after clicking the button, as I don't want to give here, so let it be. Now so what is the last field is left, home page should be displayed. Okay, now this field, after clicking this button, login button, obviously our home page will be displayed. Now here no need to be mentioned anything. So let me just increase this. Yeah, now it looks good. So here, as we have given the our step login file and launch the browser for login, enter the login url, enter the username in the user field, enter the password in the password field and click the login button. So three field attribute types and values are done. So url, as we know already, this we have seen in the last session, so this session we have covered. So let's see, this home page will get displayed or not, or it will get clicked on our button after giving the id and the password. So control yes and right click, run and run configuration. So click on run. Now in window will get appeared, validate the facebook login page are right or no, working or not. Yes, my 2 seconds waited. 2 seconds waited and login button. It's taking time loading, so we have to be wait for a while till it get click on the login button. Yes, it got click on the login button. Now my home page is successfully appeared. Whether you can give the correct email or incorrect password or anything, so it has to be click on the button and show whatever the next page is there, or pop-up message which you have entered the incorrect email id or password, it has to be show. So this is the login file. Okay, now minimize this and you can see. So I've only one scenario, because what is our 6 steps in one scenario. So one scenario is pass, 6 steps is pass. So that is the pop-up output we have got. Scenario, validate, what is our scenario, validate the facebook is working or not. So we have given that. And what is the first given in the given field, you can say launch the browser for login. Yes, it is successfully passed in this one scenario, because as I already mentioned, login page and register page, home page, add to cart page, everything is one scenario. We can call it as a scenario, build a unit or module, anything, right? So everybody use the different terminologies, so we have to be remember. So scenario is also one page, login page. For this login page, one scenario, and how many steps we have taken, 6 steps. Okay, see here, given and then. So total six scenarios, and we have got one scenario. Six steps are passed. Okay, so in the next session we will see the registration page. Thank you. Bye.